Telkari cross is back. Awesome. It's going to be $20. Why? Literally my response, why? Because every time we present the filigree, sterling silver, handcrafted, hand-woven in Turkey cross, when we present it at $41.50, which I've done before, this is what I usually say. 100 orders, 200 orders, 300 orders, because it is the most iconic symbolism ever, done with detail unparalleled in precious metal that was $41.50. For whatever reason today, it is at a one-day only price of $19.96. And on top of that, $5 easy pay. And already 2,000 of you said, I know how one-day onlys work. I know the first one already sold out in our show. So I'm not waiting, Jen, for you to explain. I'm calling now. I'm going to QVC.com. And that's what's happened. If we have any of these at the end of the day, A, I'll be shocked. But B, the price will go up, and it will not come back for at least 6 months. And if you ask me, I don't think it's ever coming back. J270080 is the item number. If you go to QVC.com, type that number in or type in Telkari Cross, whatever works for you. It'll pop right up. You can click it, tell us how you'd like to pay. Easy Pay works for every major credit or debit card, and you have until the end of January for returns and exchanges. Now, I hope I conveyed like the value story on it. I'm not going to spend too much more time on it because it's so self-explanatory on the screen. The rest of the time I need to spend on the same way I would talk about this cross if it were $41.50, if it were $61.50, or if it were today's price of $19.96. You know, if you've seen me present jewelry, how passionate I am about symbolism in jewelry. And of course, the most instantly recognizable, many would say the one that's most important to them, is the cross, and here it is. If this were an all sterling silver, simple, horizontal, vertical cross, it would still be a great value. But that's not the thing. The big story is that this is handcrafted in Turkey. And all of the detail that you see in this filigree cross is done like this, is woven by hand with dimension, with detail. See the flower that rises up in the center and the curvature of the cross itself, the detail which expands even up onto the bail of the cross, which is generous enough to accommodate really even the larger of your change. For example, the silver style chain that we have, strikingly different from the fine chain that I'm wearing right now, and it fits on both of them. So you can raise this or lower this in any way that you like. So knowing the detail on this, and how, even though there are millions of crosses in jewelry, oh my gosh, are we at limited quantity already? We brought in 4,400. We have 1,100 remaining. Wow. So I may not have the next 4 minutes of time. And I always wish I had, one of these days I want to do like an all-hour show of crosses or all-hour of faith jewelry where I can really get into why it's so much more important that it's important that you pick this up for $20, but if you're picking this up today, I doubt that $20 is what's making you do it. You're doing it because this is a symbol of your faith. And the reason I wear a cross is because, and I've said this many times on the air, it represents to me certainly a deep spiritual religious faith journey that I've had, but I think more importantly, when I wear it and I look in a mirror and I see it, it reminds me that no matter how alone I might feel, and there have been times moving across the country on my own to take this job, for example, where I felt very alone. And when I look and I see this, I go, that's a foolish thing to think, Jen, because you are the least lonely person on the planet, and that goes for every single person that's out there, because there's a much stronger force out there that's got you covered no matter how much you think you're in control. And to me, that's why I love crosses, right? And when I see them and they're affordable and they're beautiful, and I go, here's another way I can express that. Or here's another way I can gift this to somebody else, and maybe they'll become attached to that knowledge and that belief, right? But knowing that it already has the energy of somebody putting their passion inside of it, $19.96. Gosh, if this is the only thing you pick up this time of year for yourself, as that gift for yourself, I think it's money well spent. And if you're picking it up for that other person, I know we all know somebody who went into this year hoping it was going to be their year, but it didn't quite turn out that way. And maybe you're gifting this to them and going, A, happy holidays, but B, remember, every single day is another opportunity to have this be your year, and you don't have to wait until the first day of the year. This is on a $5 easy pay today. it's at least worth giving it a try, right? Get it up close and take a look at it. If you don't love it, send it back. I was supposed to have a lot more time to talk about it, but it's sold out. Congratulations if you picked it up. It was a pleasure to present it to you once again. All right, here's the information, by the way. Oh, that's right, this is ultrafine. So this is the